Gang, mate, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. So, we're back to the classics. This is where the channel started. The game is about to come in a final release. It was actually meant to be 2 days ago, but they've pushed it further back. There's a clicky up here, which you can click in the top right-hand corner, and it will tell you that they decided to move it back a couple of months. And they're releasing a whole pile of new stuff when the final update comes, which is sometime in July. That's all they're going to tell us. And I decided, look, I'd like to get in one more game. Just one more game. Especially now we have mods included. So, if we go to the mods folder, I've got a bunch of mods. So, go through this really quickly. We've got critical notification pauser. It just means it pauses the game whenever anything goes terribly wrong. Colourful shine bugs. Shine bugs got different colours. We can deconstruct just about everything. Geysers, a calculated average output tooltip. Basically means I can, rather than taking all the details from the geyser, put it in a web page and getting the details back. It all happens again because mods. We've got a time lapser, which I've already done a test recording of this series of, and if were a backer, you could have actually watched the first 3 episodes on the test recording, because I did a test recording and then decided I wanted to change things up, and now I'm redoing the whole thing. But, you know, we've got some defined rules now, and these are the sorts of things that the Patreon supporters, the YouTube members, the Twitch supporters, whatever you happen to be, all those sorts of supporters get early access to early content, unreleased content, never to be released content, all that sort of stuff. On status, which things have been turned off. On status, you finished turning things off now? Okay, so on status just gives you a couple more details that you don't always get. Bigger capacity will basically, I don't want to cheat and super compress gases. So it just should let our gas and our liquid storage, rather holding, I think it's 5,000? Yeah, 5,000 kilos or liters. It now holds 100,000. We can zoom further out. Debug mode does not discover the map, and flotation, which basically means that different things float in water. So I got to restart Oxygen Not Included real quick, and boom, 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 boom. And so we're going to do a new game. Now, we're going to do a survival game, but I do want to change things up slightly. We're going to do a custom game. And what I'm actually going to do, and hopefully if I turn this on, you guys should be able to see it. We're going to be using this seed, okay? And I went to Tools Not Included, which is a lovely webpage. You can go on there and you can look up all sorts of stuff. And on there, you can actually set the parameters for the map that you want to play. So I chose, I wanted a certain amount of geysers, and it basically narrowed down the whole World Gen seeds to maps that have been randomly generated, uploaded to the web page. The web page has done its thing and sorted through all the, revealed the map, worked out what's on the map, all that sort of fun stuff, and basically shortlists it into a specific set of seeds. So yeah, we're going to run on that particular seed. We're not changing anything else, and then we hit start game. Now, there are 2 other things I'm changing, okay? And I got to find the web page. So there's 2 other things I'm doing. One, I'm taking in new duplicates as always, going off the list of Patreons. So those who support me get the lucky job of hopefully being able to survive through their encounter. Hang on, that's not the web page I wanted. Oh, we're up to our map gen. Aha! Okay, so I don't care who they are. I don't care what their stats are. Okay, we are going to call this game something unique, something interesting. Nope, I'm lost. Name the colony. Animation. We're going to name it animation because the animations are the only thing that's going to hold this colony back. What we're actually going to do, and we're going to begin with our 3 little duplicates. Hang on, I'm going to set up the screenshot thing before I forget. There we go. Okay, so screenshots are set up. Pause the game. Save the game as animation. And then I'm going to put in a cut here after I show you what we're going to do. So we're going to go to this lovely web page. I'm going to load in my saves, which are in Documents, Clay, Oxygen Not Included, Save Files, my particular save. And this will give us our dupes. Now, what I'm actually going to do is we're going to rename our dupes, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to change their stats. So I'm going to come in here and... okay. I want to load... No, I think I'm going to rename them in-game. Okay, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change all their stats. And I'm going to give them all a stat of, well, not 50. 50, this is going to be my character. So obviously a loud sleeper, obviously a early bird, binge eater probably not, and a night owl. Night owl, there we go. So that's my traits. My interest doesn't matter. I'm not touching any of these secondaries because honestly, I don't know what they do. Nah, we're going to touch them. We're just going to put in 50 for everything. My appearance. I look obviously closer to that. Yep. My eyes, I don't care. The head, I don't care. Obviously with a monobrow. And I'm going to be a red shirt. Yeah. Health's fine. Skills, I don't have any skills. Effects, A New Hope because we've just started the map. And we're going to go back. We're going to edit the next character. And same story. I'm going to give myself 50 for the stats. Every other new character, I'm going to give them 25. And as with all Oxygen Not Included games, I want to have our duplicates. I don't care about your interests. Yeah. As with every game, I want to keep our duplicate numbers limited. I was going to say 8. Maybe it'll end up being 12. I think with the new tech tree, new skill tree, we now have 25 total. Guises, I don't want to edit our guises. Materials, I don't want to edit. We're not editing any of that. We're saving that. And then we're going to go load. Okay. Animation.1 save. We're going to go back to Oxygen Not Included. And we're going to go load game, automation 1. So, there's our dupes. They'll have their new stats. I do need to, before I go any further, Rowan is jetting. And then I need to rename the other ones. So we're going to bring in a Drew and a Huff. Yep, Huff is a girl. Don't ask. So again, save, yes, load, animation 1, because that's the only way to get the names to change properly. But we've got our 3 dupes. Now, skills. They have a skill of 25, all right, for everything. Which, as you can see, their digging speed is through the roof. And we're just going to do a quick little dig. And we can say, see, even though their stats are through the roof, they still take time to do things. And if I can get Half true JD. So JD, my digging skill is 13,000 digging. So I'm going to move myself over here. Tell everybody else to carve this out. Hey, JD, over here. Oh. You, here. So even though my skill is much higher, you can see that the limitation is actually in the animation. That is our limitation for our duplicates, okay? It's not based on their overall skill anymore. We've removed that. We can see that this tile's still being dug, and even though the ones underneath have already been dug out, they've disappeared, they've fallen. Somebody stuck their digging. We've moved our limitation from waiting for dupes to do things to purely their animation time. So, challenge number 1. Now that we are no longer limited by how slow dupes are, our new limitation is how smart they are and how long animations take. Because they're going to be able to fly around the map and get stuff done at such a high rate that we're not going to be used to. But, you know, I've got to have some sort of limitations on me. So, our 2 limiting factors we're going to have for this particular playthrough is probably for the first day, I'll let this rule slide. But definitely from day 2 and 3 and 4 onwards, is only during the night cycle am I allowed to plan things. So I can only plan what they can do for the next cycle during the night. On top of that, there is no saving dupes. If a dupe gets their head stuck in something, that's it. I can't touch it. I just got to step away. I can use copy and paste. I can set door permissions and that sort of stuff, but I can't actually give duplicates new orders. Okay? So as long as it doesn't require a duplicate, I can do it. On top of that, we're going to play the whole game at speed level 1 for something entirely different. So we need a pitcher pump about here. What else do we want to do? So we're going to put... I don't know what I'm planning on doing. Okay. I need to build a ladder up. Let's just work on the basics. I just want to, like, place it. I don't even have to have the resources to place it. I just like the option to actually place it anyway. Okay, so we need to furniture a cot. If that's going to be door, that'll be the first cot. That'll be the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, fifth, sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we put in a door. Oh, you need to dig that out. That'll work faster. You know, for the hell of it, we'll dig in here. We need to go harvest, level 8, yeah, everything. If it's harvestable, harvest it. Copy that, put that there. You can store everything. Oh, that's nice. My Stream Deck now makes noises when I press buttons. Awesome. That door can remain open at all times. I do also want to plan ahead. Look, we want ladders, we want fire poles, and we want tubes. But in saying that, because we're now limited by animation speed, it might actually be faster for them to climb up and down ladders. We honestly don't know. Which is going to be what makes this playthrough slightly different to other ones we've done in the past. I want an outhouse. Yeah, if somebody came and did this, I could put an outhouse down here, and that'd be really helpful. Okay, let's assume we're going to do wash hands, outhouse, outhouse. We'll do it that way then. Yeah, they're busy harvesting all the food they've just found access to. Okay, I also want to put a roof tile all the way across there, and a floor tile all the way across there. We're going to want to go higher. I want that space dug out as well. We do need to plan where we're going to put a food. Yeah, and I'm going to watch these duplicates literally get themselves stuck time and time again. And that's the thing, I can't save them. They're just... Bad luck, you're stuck. You got to wait till the nighttime cycle where I can fix you. Okay, I want to dig that out. Furniture. No, I don't have, because I need power. I need a manual generator right there. I need a couple of batteries right there. With just wire it straight across. Station, a research station right there. Again, power, wire in there. Priority 6, all of that. Yep, we're starting on the priorities already. Priority 4. All of that, please. And you know what? I'll even throw that into the mix. So yeah, this is one of the things I can copy settings from there to there and do that. I can copy settings. That's allowed. That didn't work. Yeah, that did work. So I can copy a settings, which technically does need a dupe to go and then trigger it. But yeah, you know, it falls in the grey area of the rules. So we're going to want farming. Yeah, let's start with farming. That's a good point. Where am I going to put food? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if that's a floor, I could then put the farm here, I guess. Priority level 4. All of that. Level 6. All of this, please. Toilets are going to be slightly important. Along with, that's a great spot for all the CO2 to go away. So yeah, research is off and running. Because they actually have 25 skill at research, we can see this should tick along pretty quickly. Ideally, I'd actually like myself on the research because that'll be even faster. But you know, I'm busy running on the manual generator. But we're gonna have beds set up for our next couple of duplicates. We've got Drew busy, flat out digging away. I'm sort of regretting not turning Drew and Huff's stats up slightly higher. Well, although, there you go, we're limited purely at that time by just animations. I don't know, maybe they'll get a speed boost. It's something we'll decide when we get our next duplicate. Because, of course, we're going to be bringing in a new duplicate every single day until we've hit our quota, being 8 to 12, somewhere in that vicinity. Can you guys not get to your beds? That's entirely possible. Are we out of research? Oh, no, it's, oh, pause. Work time. Yeah. Much better. Go back to work. You don't get a break today. You get a break tomorrow. Yeah. Like, 50 has no time to do anything. 25, there's just a little bit of a pause. Maybe everybody's got to go up to 50 and I can go up to 100. Because, you know, obviously I'm super powerful. Alright, research time. We've got... Oh no, that's only the first half of food. I need the second half of food done as well, please. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Actually, probably going to have a compost down there eventually. Why does that have no power? Thank you. It's got lots of power. Okay. We want this dug out, please. Really? 2 of you gone down there. One to dig a hole and one to actually make the compost heap. Okay. So be it. We're going to up the priority of research to 8. I want somebody on research at all times. And you're now doing that one. Let's do priority 5 down here. Because I'd like to have food up and running sooner rather than later. Oh, that's the first night cycle. As you saw, a screenshot really quickly. I'm really hoping at the end of this series I can put together a nice, I don't know, montage, video, time-lapse, whatever you want to call it, of the whole base as it grows over time. I'm also hoping the screenshot is of high enough resolution I can actually do zooms and pans on it. But honestly, I don't know. Alright, research. That one's done. We're going to go down and we're going to do interior decor. Which now means I can do farm tiles made out of dirt. All the way along there. All the way along there. I need this oxalite to burn off before I can replace that. But that should be enough to get us started. We're going to priority 6. All those farm tiles, so hopefully they get built fast. And that's the other thing. I want to disinfect at 20,000 germs. Oh, it would help if I had a... Yeah, it'd help if I had a few of these set up. Maybe. Okay, that's running, that's running. We're digging, we're planting, we're now planting. All the clapping for research, I guess? Yeah, interior decor is done. Okay. Now get the next research done. Mess tables, that's one thing I want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to do food here. 6. These guys. Okay, you're only when leaving. You're only when leaving. What else do we have to do? Those mess tables are pretty pointless unless you knock out those tiles on top. Oh, this is pretty 6. Yeah, I know there's no oxygen diffuser. Don't care. Don't care. Okay, we're gonna get both the job board and the supercomputer up and running, so we can start actually giving them jobs to do. At the same time, I do need to come in here. I do need to bedtime 3 cycles, downtime 1, bath time 2. Yeah, I do need to give them some sort of rest cycle back. They can work all the way through the first day without an issue. Going beyond that can lead to a few problems. Food. We are gonna want a micro musher. Probably there. With an electric grill right there, except I can't put it there because crap's in the way. We're going to want some tiles in here. Some power. Is that another research done? It is. Unfortunately, I haven't dug stuff out like yeah, even with super dupes running things at super speed, they still haven't got stuff done fast enough. Ready for all of that. Oh look, half stuck. So the conditions of the thing is I can't do anything about half being stuck until nightfall. So we're 1 duplicate down, can't do anything until night falls, at which point, I don't know, we're in a grey area because you guys have got to decide. You've got to help me out. So all I could do is I could bring up the priority because I've already told it to be built and just change this priority of this one tile. I don't know if that counts as interfering with the duplicates or not. Or that's fine because I've already told them to do it. They just haven't got around to doing it and they're being stupid and building stuff in the wrong order. You know, could I change the tile? So rather than being made out of sandstone, it was made out of, what do you have access to? Absolutely nothing. If there was another material here, could I tell him to make it out of that material instead? There we go. That's fallen away. We can do those two at least, which I shouldn't be doing. I should be waiting for nightfall. It's going to be really tricky having to remember that I've got to wait for nightfall before I can play with things. I can obviously add more research because it doesn't actually require interfering with a duplicate. I could copy and paste things because, again, it doesn't require, but, you know, it's going to be tricky. Same as I can copy that to there. Really? Oh, because it's not clear. Okay, you got to wait for it to be clear again. You're going to make lice loaf forever. Power. We've got big batteries. We've got a jumbo battery. We've got a switch. We've got an egg cracker. We've got all this crown molding. Yeah, I know. Thank you. We do have a supercomputer and we have a skill scrubber, which is one of the new additions. Why are we napping there? Why are we sleeping there? Oh, that's right. I'm a loud sleeper. Okay, it's night cycle. So I can set that up there. I can do power. Hook that up. You're good to go. You're good to go. That's sort of as far as we're going to get. And it also means... No. Oh, they're tired from exhaustion. That's the issue. They're exhausted. Yeah, you've got enough stamina. Get up. Get up. And get up. You only need to go through to... a little bit further. A little bit further into the cycle. Yeah, so it's not night cycle yet. It was just absolute exhaustion because I made them work all the way through the first cycle. That's going to be assigned to JD. That's going to be assigned to Drew, and that hopefully gives a large enough gap that my loud snoring doesn't interfere with anybody else. Hopefully. Okay, that's got to go. That's going to be uprooted. We're just going to dig out that entirely, and put that there, and play the waiting game for dupes to go faster. Research. I guess it's going to be real bathroom time. Yeah. We're going to replace the outhouses before we even really get to use them. It also means I really not have spare duplicate time. Copy settings to there. And a power. We do have a coal generator. Do we have... Yep, we got a few hundred kilos of coal. Pop that in there. Bring that wire up to there. Put down a jumbo battery here, I guess. Hook up that bit of wire. And at the end of this day, I will hit the save button and I'll call it for our first episode. A little bit longer of an episode for the first episode, but that's okay. You know, it requires a little bit of prep, a little bit of setup. It also means that in less than a cycle, we'll have our next lovely duplicate coming to join us. and we'll see where we go from there. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you're going to enjoy this series. As I said, a little bit different. Something, I've tried tutorial series. I've tried just sitting back and having fun with the game series. I've tried taking a dupe every single time one was offered, all the way up to 50 plus series. So I've done plenty of Oxygen Not Included over the 2.25 years since it was first released in early access. But yeah, I really thought this time around, no, let's remove the biggest slowdown from playing Oxygen Not Included, the speed of the dupes, and let's really crank it up another notch. So, as I said, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you're going to enjoy this series, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.